Welcome to today's live. Welcome to today's live, people. We're talking about why not 99%. You are 99.9% smart, and there's a reason for that, and I'll explain to you in this live. Just waiting for some people to come on. Let's see how many people we can get. Hi, Crimson. Welcome to the live. Thanks for joining, guys. This is an important live to be on. Hi, anime fan. You were here yesterday. Welcome to the live. Going to talk about why you are 99.9% smart. So I was in the sauna the other day, and this guy goes to me. I was with my friend, and he comes into the sauna, and he goes, "Do you believe this? He worded it like this. He goes, most dumb people, most stupid people are smart." And I didn't get what he meant at first, but then when I kind of like read between the lines, I was like, you know what? He's got a point. But what he really meant was something called emotional intelligence. If you have something called emotional intelligence, and you don't really have like book smart, you're not book smart, you can be smart. And most people who are joining in this live, most of the people that come in from YouTube, because you're on YouTube, you might be a creator, you might be somebody who likes music, you might be somebody who likes, hence I'm wearing this shirt, I like music, but you might be a creative type. You might be somebody who is much more creative and not a smart IQ. You might not have a high IQ, but you are smart. Remember that. Yeah, Bella was at the other live. I remember you. But yeah, emotional intelligence. I want to talk about that. It's called EQ. It's not like the music version of EQ, but it's like EQ, emotional intelligence. So, you meet people on the street and they're like really, really, sharp, and they can talk to anybody. They're really outgoing. They're really creative. They could be like, they might not be smart here, but emotionally they can connect with anybody. And that is really, really next level. That's what's going to help you communicate with other people. So if you have emotional intelligence and you are book smart, you're onto a winner. So that's why I named this live 99.9% people, or you are 99.9% smart, because you might be creative in something. You might, enjoy music. You might enjoy art. There are a lot, like I work with kids in school that might not be book smart, but they are really smart, like emotionally. They can, interact with different kinds of people. They can create stunning things when it comes to art. So let's see what people are saying. And do you think you are that type of person? Do you think you might not have a really massive IQ, but you're creative, you can express yourself, you can speak to other people, and that is important. I have to ask, how is it when you get positive comments? Yeah, we get all sorts of comments. Some people joining, they don't know me, but the people that do join, who are coming more often, like you, then that's good. But what I'm striving to do, to be honest, is be in the middle. I want to be book smart, and I want to be emotionally smart as well. I want to connect with as many people as possible. I want to, be able to relate to others, because those people out in the streets, they're street smart. They're street smart because they are emotionally intelligent, and they are the type of people that they can really relate to you. Hence why a lot of really smart people, they struggle in the world, because when this guy in the sauna, I was telling you about the start of this live, this guy in the sauna came into the sauna and he was like, stupid people are smart. He worded it a bit wrong. I wouldn't have worded it like that, but he basically meant people who aren't smart here are smart. Like, they know more about life than most people who are really, really smart here. So being smart is not always intellectually smart. You can be intellectually smart, but if you don't have good emotional intelligence, if you can't speak to different people, if you can't relate to different people, then you might be at a disadvantage. So What are people saying on this live? It's a bit of a different live. We had a bit of a chilled one yesterday. I just want to share some stuff. And when this guy in the sauna was like, you know, these people out in the streets, they know more than other people. It's because he's in sales, so he speaks to a lot of different people, and he comes across some interesting people out in the streets, basically. What do you love in music? Ragad said. What I love in music, I love. I've been listening to a lot of R&B recently, but like I really like Coldplay. I like jazz. I like all kinds of music really. So we've got. Do you know your IQ? No, I don't know my IQ. I really don't. I was watching your live yesterday and I really enjoyed it, so I wanted to watch it again today. That's very kind of you. Thank you. God only knows, however, because most of my work is street outreach, I can tell the difference between someone who needs $1 for food or otherwise. After 4 years, I can do it blindfolded. Nightmare says, who are you? I'm Rob from Brainfeed. This is the channel. So yeah, this guy in, I'm 25. This guy in the sauna was like, we're having this conversation whilst everyone was in the sauna, and I'm like, I said to him, I said, you know what? There's a difference between emotional EQ and IQ. So there's IQ, which is like you're smart, you know a lot of facts, books, theories, all this lot. But then there's EQ, where people are really good with people. People are really good at expressing themselves and just really creative. And I said, usually those people, they like to work with people, and they're much more approachable. But people who have high IQ and not much emotional intelligence, they're more into like the books and like sitting in front of a computer screen. So so yeah, that's important to know. And also, if you do know that about yourself, it's important for like long-term success as well. Let's see what people are saying. I've already answered. How old are you? I'm 25. Just reading some comments here. Thanks for joining, everybody, by the way, everyone that did join. So yeah, if you feel like, you're not smart like smart what the school says, that's what I wanted to say in this live. If you feel like you're not the school smart version of smart, you actually have a lot of potential and you can do things that other people can't do. That's my point. So whether that's creative or that kind of thing. Remo Samo says 41. Education isn't intelligent and isn't emotional, isn't any of them. Yeah, education is interesting these days. It's very backwards a lot of the time. In some ways, the education system has kind of failed us, to be honest. Depends how you look at it as well. If you had like private education, then you must have had a better time in education, basically. But a lot of the times in like jobs and stuff, they're gonna basically in jobs, like you can keep a job for longer even if you're not as smart, if they just like you in the workspace and you've got high emotional intelligence, then that you can basically succeed more than other people. So that's why life is so dynamic. It is so dynamic. Like if you can realize that and really understand and internalize that. Yeah, Nightmare says you're just learning things you don't care about. That's 100% true, because most of it's memory. So a lot of the stuff you don't really care, and then it's like, why do I need to know this? But it's because they put it in the curriculum, and then they have to put some extra stuff in. Basically, it's like somebody's writing a book. Have you ever read a book where it's like, why am I reading this? And then you're like, this doesn't really relate. It's a bit off topic in the book, and they do that especially because they need to fill the book. That's what education does. Education is filling that space where there's a gap, but they're not filling it well. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't have that flexibility with that. You have to create it, that's the thing. Education, I found the hard way, it should be a state of mind system or not. My TV has been off the wall for 10 years. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I properly watched TV. Like, I didn't really even get into it like when I was a kid. Thanks to my mum and dad being like kind of, semi-strict with it. So a lot of foreign people with foreign parents, it's like that. Which is a good and bad thing, because then you might not integrate as well with other people, but at the same time, uh, it's kind of really good because you get to do stuff that you like, do stuff that's good for you, really. Some really good comments today. I'm loving this live, loving it. Yeah, to be honest, with flexibility, it's one of those. It's like you gotta choose what you want, and it's all about sacrifice as well. If you can sacrifice enough and you're happy with it, then that's important as well. Because once you've sacrificed that, and once you understood what you want in life, you're gonna steer away some things, and then steer away from some things. Because good things take time. A lot of people don't know that, but good things take time. Like actual, when I'm talking about good things, I mean like things that you can like time that you put into something that can give you 5 to 10 years or 20 years back. Like imagine you can put a good 2 3 years into something and you get 20 years back. You're gonna want to do that. Do you know what I mean? I was thinking that you maybe not film a live today. I'm so glad you did find some time. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad that you're on, Anime Fan. We had an awesome live yesterday, and whoever's watching today, if you like it, please like the live. We got quite a decent amount of people on. Today I messed up. I went on live and then I kind of abandoned it by accident. I had to do it again. So that's why we've not got the numbers like yesterday. But who cares? If somebody wants to watch it, they'll watch it. That's the thing. So yeah, that's what the live is about today. That you can be emotionally intelligent, but you can be not as smart as other people, and the school system doesn't teach you that. That's the sad thing. I'm actually going to university next year, but I don't know what I want to do there. Okay. Maybe, that's a good one. Maybe you should think about like, what's your 10-year goal? Or if you don't have one, then start with like 1 or 2 3 years. Because if you don't know what you want to do, but you're spending a lot of money going to uni, is it really worth it? That's the thing. Rima says none of us do. Yeah. I went to uni for 2 years and then I ended up just leaving. Dr. Death, what a name. He says, what is this? It is a live stream where we talk about important stuff. I was just sharing about a story that I had a week ago. There's a story of me just sitting in the sauna and a guy came in and he's like, I've spoke to him a few times, but he sat there and I was with my friend and he just sat and everyone were talking amongst themselves. He sat there right next to me and he was no opposite me and he goes, do you not think most dumb people are smart? And I thought it was kind of a funny phrase. That's why I named the live 99.99% are smart. Because the point is you can be not book smart, but you can be intelligently smart, emotionally intelligently smart. Is that even a phrase? You can be intelligent emotionally. That's what I wanted to say. You can be like funny, relatable, speak in a creative way. The amount of people that I've met that speak in such a creative way and they express themselves in such a creative way, then they do, they're they're a musician or they are artsy, and it's like they're not that book smart, but people are drawn to them because they have that EQ that we're on about. And EQ can come in many forms. That is why the education system's screwed, because they don't allow for people like us, the creative type, people who are more inclined towards expressing themselves, and people who are more inclined to like experimenting with things. because a lot of the stuff in school is not experimental. It's not experimental. Life is experimental. School is you in a wall, four-sided wall. Is you in a box, and that box is not fun for many people. It's fun for the really smart people, and I don't know, maybe the less sociable people. It's not fun, but that's why you get a lot of people coming out of school or coming to school and they're depressed. It's because they don't know what they want. They don't know themselves. They don't know why they don't connect with people as well as other people do. They don't know why they like, a bit on the outside of things. So that's why in my lives I teach people, I'm like, you gotta know who you are. You gotta know your personality type. You gotta know what you want out of life. You gotta know what's your why. You gotta know all these little things, which are not little. They're very, very large. But school make it not so large, if you get what I'm saying. Because if school are not making things like this important, then what is important? What is important? And I'll tell you, memorizing stuff is not important. Facts is not important. Yeah, 100%. I think the West in general are so good with stuff like that, where people are, like falling back in their education. That kind of thing is amazing, but it's good to maintain that. But can you can you avoid that in the first place? And the only way you can avoid that is by providing different sort of education for different people in the first place, and just letting people know that it's okay to not be book smart, but be smart in something else. But that's because not many people are willing to like step up in terms of like the creative types, because they're doing their own thing. Like a lot of people on YouTube are doing their own thing. They're like, oh, whatever. And then all those people that are forgotten, they're all on the back. They're all like on the side, like forgotten. That's the shame in it. That's why I wanted to come on today and tell everybody, you're smart. You are. There is a 99% chance that you are genuinely smart. You express it in different ways. You see the world in different ways, and that's okay. That is okay. And it's really important as well, to be honest. It's really important to know that, because then your confidence goes up. You speak to different people. You can be yourself around anybody, that sort of thing. And that's when true change is happening. Nyman says our world is built on schools. Besides, you have a 1% chance of becoming successful, or maybe that's what the media is saying. That's a good point. He's raising a good point. So, like, it's true. But it depends what you see success as. That's the most important thing, because remember, the media portrays success as somebody with a Lamborghini, somebody with a massive following. But is that really success? It could be success. It could be success for some people. Like, people for some reason see a lot of subscribers as success. That's not really success, because it's very monetary. But if it depends how you see it. You can see success as just being happy in yourself, and for me, that's quite a good reason. But a better reason would be to impact people. Most of the successful people didn't get education. That is true as well. That is true. That is 100% true. A lot of really great minds, they didn't really, they just came from them, Doing a higher thing. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I'm saying, like, in my lives, I say about the why. The why is so important, because that's the center of who you really are. What is this teacher to do? So yeah, if you're joining this live and you're like, who is this guy? This is the Brain Feed channel. We're trying to grow a community, and it's more about like mindset, but mindfulness, fun things as well. Get people on lives in the future, and growing a community, that kind of thing. The goal is 1 million subscribers, though. We're on like just past 100K. But yeah, I 100% agree. Higher power. There's a nice song called Higher Power. I was speaking to a teacher who recently became a teacher, actually, and she was saying apparently in Australia the pay is even better for normal jobs than here. I actually just got a notification while I'm not even subscribed though. Oh, thank you. You like my content, that's awesome. Do we have any others who came here through a notification? Do you like reading? I like reading, yes. Thanks for the subscribe. By the way, my hobby is reading manga and drawing. That's awesome. So you fall into this bracket then of creative people, and that's so important. Wow, we've got a couple artists in here. Have a great day at work, Rima. And if you do join, please like the live if you can. Helps a lot. Yeah, I noticed YouTube and these platforms, they have such creative people on there. Hi Chili Washing 29. Welcome to the live. Thanks for joining everybody who did. Yesterday we had a record of 100. Let me check. We had a record of people live basically. It was awesome. But I fudged this live today, by the way, if anyone's joining. I went on live twice, meaning I went on once and then I abandoned it, and probably a lot of people joined that one, but oh well, happens. So yesterday we had 130 people as the peak, which is crazy good. But you know, it doesn't matter. The numbers is just one metric. The main thing is the message. If people can relate to what I'm saying, and if we can have great conversations, you know, during the live, and then all the other content, I want to provide more value in a different way. So I actually won a drawing contest a month ago. Wow, $1,500. Didn't believe it in the beginning, but now I don't know what to do with it. Even though before I won, I wanted money so much. Yeah, this is the thing. You get money and you're like, whoa, I didn't know how that felt like. You know, what do I do with it? And I think the most important thing in that time is just to hold back, just to leave the money in the bank and just wait maybe like a few days, 5, 10 days, and just figure out what you want to do with it. Or else if you like straight away do something with the money, you become sporadic. The spending's a bit, you know, up and down. Also, what I like to say is like you could put like 20-30% into some sort of investment, and then the rest save some of it and spend some of it, I guess. But that's good. That congratulations on the 1,500 win. Hopefully in the near future I can start showing you guys how to do some crypto stuff, because I know quite a bit on that, but there's a lot of sketchy stuff involved in crypto right now. And there was always sketchy stuff. Just crypto, isn't it? There's a saying, when you have a gift, you don't care about being told, being rich, or being. Oh, that's so true. That is 100% true. Yeah, you don't. It's all, it comes down to thankfulness, gratefulness. Like yesterday, I was speaking to my parents, and I was like, I saw on Twitter a guy called Pat Bedford. I don't know if you heard of Pat Bedford. Is it Pat Bedford? Pat David Bedford or something? Um, yeah, he put on Twitter something like, why is it that most people who move to America from foreign parents, they in 10 years time they're more successful than people living in America, like residents. And the comments were interesting. They were like, foreigners really seek out opportunity when they come, and there was also other stuff like foreigners um foreign well, some people said foreigners get help from the government, which is true and not true. um but it all depends. It really depends. But I know from past experience, foreigners do work very, very hard, because, and this is what people say in the comments. They're saying like, you know, when they basically when they see what life is like back at home, and they compare it to what it's like in America, the American dream, they get like this level of urgency, this sense of like commitment, which you don't really see in like even in the UK, like people who are residents here. So it's one of those. It's so true, but let me just read these comments. So we got, who are you? I didn't even subscribe to you and your channel pop up. I'm Rob from Brainfeed, and I am a YouTube algorithm hacker. Hi, Lana Joy. Welcome. I am smart because when I was 8, I hit my sister. Okay. I am not actually into crypto. I don't understand it. Can you give me a sport explanation? Plus, isn't it falling right now? Okay, so the crypto market falls always. That's number one. Number one thing I would tell you. It's always falling. So, because what was the price of Bitcoin in 2011, even when it just first launched? You could buy it for like $10 before the Winklevoss brothers got in, who were the people who came up with Facebook. And then it pumped like $10 to $1,000, and then $1,000 to $69,000. So of course it's always falling because everyone's already 100x up or whatever. A lot of people. Yeah, the trend is 100% IA. IA, AI. Relatives from my great grandma moved to America. That's awesome. Why do you have a lot of subs but a little people watch yours? Yeah, because live streams, not everybody gets the notification. Apparently, a lot of non-subscribers get the notification, so the algorithm's kind of warming up to everybody. By the time I finish, by the time like 5 6 months, in 5 6 months, if I continue like I am now, going live every day and speaking to people online, um, I should expect at least 500 people on the live, which a lot of people are probably like, "Shut up, Rob. You are lying. It's not going to happen." Well, do you want to bet against me? That's what I'll say. The trend, yeah, all of YouTubers, yeah, it's true. So I don't even like YouTube are confused what my channel is anyway, because I have a lot of viral shorts, but at the same time, a lot of my videos are have low views. I mean, if I posted one now, it'd probably get like 400 or 500 views, but sometimes my lives get like 100 people on, so it's very variable. So YouTube are like, what do we do? That's why you gotta go live every single day, and then people come, people leave, people come, people leave, people come. And then, like I said before, on my other lives, it's like we're climbing stairs. You're always climbing. I wrote it on the board. You're climbing stairs. So you put energy in, you get a result. You put energy in, you get a result. Put energy in, you get a result. I'm a little late because my phone died. That's okay. That's all right. We were just talking about a lot of things, a lot of different things. My life can be about anything, as long as somebody can start a good conversation. Seeing it, people are more into short. You know why people are more into shorts? Because the attention span of people are like a goldfish right now. In 1980, it was like 15 minutes. I'm not even joking. Like check Google, check anything. In 1980, the average attention span was 15 minutes, and now it's like 9 seconds. That's because so many things are going on in the world. People are eating more junk food. People are working out less. People are just all sorts. So it's all like everything's going downhill from here. I hope not in your own life, but in the general sense, things are kind of going downhill. Lana Joy says, "Be right back." So yeah, we've got like it's an interesting one. So yeah, as I was saying before, it's always falling. It is always falling because it's just the market is elevated. Like every single market right now is high. You can't find a market that isn't high. It's all high. But essentially, in a nutshell, it's like you're kind of working out what works well in crypto right now. So, like for example, somebody just said AI is the trend. So if it is the same in crypto as if it's the trend, you just find coins that are similar to ones that do well, and then you invest early and you make, you know, it's like the same thing, you know, you got YouTube, you got TikTok. You start posting videos on TikTok and you see it works, and then you're like, okay, everybody's moving on to TikTok. Then you go move to YouTube, and then you post the videos onto YouTube, like the short videos, and then it does pretty well. That's what happens, and it's the same in the crypto space, basically. Is the doggo Bitcoin good or is it a joke? Which do you mean, Doge, or do you mean like Shiba? Which one do you mean? I would say I would say when the market's really down, then you can buy some of the dog ones. The dog. It is like kind of a joke, but at the same time, it's not really a joke because apparently it's going to be used for like payments and stuff. So the thing is most cryptos are a joke at the start, and then people then you get trusted. It's like, I'll explain it, like me going on live now. At the start, people are like, "Oh, I'm not sure. I see this guy all the time." Then they join, and then they see, say if they like what I talk about. If they like it, then they see more videos, and then they continue to follow me. It's the same in like with the crypto coins. Like if people are seeing that somebody is well, it's going somewhere, then they'll put more money into it, and then like other people, other institutions will start putting more money into it, and then that's how it grows. That's basically the premise of crypto, basically. So yeah. Are you a full-time YouTuber? I would say I put full-time hours in, but I'm not full-time right now. So there'll be a time soon I will be full-time. But it depends. It depends if the YouTube grows the same way it is growing now, basically. See what other people are saying. Some guy was spamming, where, how old are you or something, so I just muted him. Someone said they were too bored today. Why? Okay, no worries. See you on the next one. See you tomorrow. What do you mean by that, by the way? How many subs do you have now? $18. That's a good start. What is the goal? That's what I want to know. What are you trying to get? Maybe, yeah. You need to get first 100, and then you move on from there, basically. Maria says, "Who are you?" I am Rob. My name's Rob, and I make content on YouTube. Hi, Asme. Welcome. I gotta go as well now. Study though. I'll be waiting for you. Yeah, if you want the notification, make sure you subscribe and you hit the bell. Basically, the bell on in my channel, and you will definitely 100% get the notification. It's just we got not a lot of people on today because I went on live second time by accident. That's why. But see you on the next one. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Asme, are you a subscriber, Asme? Are you new? Nice. That's cool. That's good. See you later, Nightmare. Oh, that's awesome that I popped on your feed. That's great. Want to hear more of that. I am 25. Arab. Do you mean you're Arabic or? Yeah, Arabic. So we got people from all over. If you're joining today, make sure you hit the like button because we got a lot of people not disliking it, basically. But it's gonna happen because a lot of people don't know me, so that's why. But that's okay. From Morocco, that's cool. Welcome, new people. Thank you for subbing, Maria. Maria or Maria? Never been to Morocco. My brother has though. Thanks for coming, guys. Whoever's joining probably got a notification because a lot of people do for some reason. Hi, TN Rosebud. Welcome to the live. Hey, BRAVIEU71. Hi, Maria. Welcome. So, who got value from today's live? Let me know. And in the future, what kind of content you want me to go talk about? That would be helpful for me as well as we progress on the YouTube platform. Yeah, what kind of content do you want me to talk about in the future? Morocco. Yo, VPR8, welcome to the live. Wonder how many people came from home of YouTube. Hi, Anastasia. So yeah, if you're joining today, please give the live a like, because it really helps the algorithm. And trying to go live every single day, trying to share some positive energy and wisdom, whatever I do have in terms of wisdom. Whoever can learn from what I say, basically. And the conversations we have as well. Thanks for the likes, guys. That's awesome. He is winner of Portugal, Belgium, Canada, Spain. Is that true? Is it true? Oh, thing's falling. I thought, why was that going down? Oh, lol. Did it the other way. I must have been loud. Boom. So yeah, we've got people from all over the world today. That's awesome. Anybody on this live who's new, type in me in the chat. Or if you were here yesterday, say, I was here yesterday. I'm new from Congo. That's awesome. TM Rosebud, me. I'm sure I've seen you in my other lives. I'm sure I've seen it. Yesterday's live was funny. We had like so many people on. You play Roblox? No, I don't. I don't play Roblox. No, I don't play Roblox. I used to play Counter-Strike. That's what I used to play. Change the song. Change the song. No, I said I don't. I don't play Roblox. I don't have the time. One day, I will play it. Asmay plays it. Can we get to 20 likes? That's the question. Hopefully, yes. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go off now. It's getting quite late. Thanks for all coming to this live. It was awesome. See you tomorrow.